Hi there, my name is Dusan, this is my colleague Mindaugas, and today we have an unusual video for you. We're going to show you how to perform a manual engine startup procedure, followed by a cross-bleed engine startup procedure in another video. What's interesting about these procedures is that both of them are the supplementary procedures for the engine start, and while other supplementaries are read and done by the pilot's monitoring, these supplementary procedures, because they have to do with the engine start, are read by the pilot's monitoring and performed by the pilot flying.
So, when is the manual engine start procedure used? It is basically used when you have either reduced bleed performance due to either high temperatures or high altitude airfields. Also when the exhaust gas temperature margin is reduced, or due to marginal performance of the external pneumatic power group. For this video, we are currently parked in a gate in Zurich Airport, pretty much ready for pushback, and we will be flying to Hamburg. So without further ado, I think we can start the video.
Okay, before start checklist.
Before start checklist, cockpit preparation?
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers?
Removed.
Signs?
On ARA.
ADRS?
ADRS. Nav.
Fuel quantity?
Fuel quantity 6,200 kilograms.
Takeoff data?
Takeoff data. Zero fuel weight CG 26.4, zero fuel weight 59 tons, block fuel 6.2 tons. Set.
Barrel reference?
Barrel reference QNH 908 1,400 feet. Set.
QNH 908 1,400 feet set, down to the line.
Okay, Mindaugas, let's get the clearance.
Okay. Zurich delivery BA 1012, request clearance to Hamburg.
BA 1012, your quick clearance is filed via Zurich East Victor, departure squawk 4711.
Cleared Hamburg via Zurich East to Victor departure squawk 711, BA 1012, thank you.
BA 1012, read back correct, contact apron on 121.85 when ready for pushback.
121.85 when ready for pushback, BA 1012.
Okay, let's see with the ground handling.
Copy.
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Are you guys ready down there?
Doors and hatches are closed and steering pin is insert. We are ready.
Okay, stand by. We're gonna call for push, and be advised we'll be starting engines number 2, then number 1.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, below the line.
Below the line, windows and doors?
Closed.
Closed. Beacon?
On.
Thrust levers?
Thrust levers idle.
Parking brake?
Parking brake is set.
Before start checklist completed.
Okay, let's get the pushback clearance.
Zurich apron BA 1012 requests startup and pushback, and be advised we will be using high idle power for startup.
BA 1012, you're cleared for pushback and startup facing east and high idle approved.
Pushback and startup facing east, high idle approved, BA 1012, thank you.
Ground cockpit.
Go ahead.
We've been cleared for push facing east, and be advised we need a clear area behind us for high idle after start.
Okay, pushback facing east, release parking brake please.
Parking brake released.
Okay, we are pushing back.
Okay, let's go with the manual engine start procedure.
Okay, manual engine start procedure. Note, during a manual engine start, if the flight crew suspects an engine start malfunction or if an engine-related ECAM alert is triggered, the pilot flying must abort the start sequence as follows. Before the pilot flying sets the engine master lever to on, the pilot flying must set the engine manual start push button switch to off. After the pilot flying sets the engine master lever to on, the pilot flying must set the engine master lever to off and then give the engine master start push button switch to off. In that case, the flight crew should consider a dry crank cycle of the affected engine before they perform another start attempt. Then, in the case of an ECAM alert, the pilot flying must announce ECAM actions in accordance with the ECAM management philosophy. Thrust levers idle. Caution. The engines start regardless of the thrust lever position. If the thrust levers are not set to idle, the thrust rapidly increases to the corresponding thrust lever position, causing a hazardous situation. Engine mode selector, normal, then ignition start. Note, if both engines are started manually, the following procedure applies to one engine at a time.
Okay.
When all engine parameters are available on the upper ECAM display, which means no amber cross is displayed on the upper ECAM, which is not the case right now. Engine manual start, push button switch on, start valve check in line, oil pressure increase check, N2 increase check. If N2 does not reach 20%, pack valves check closed. If the APU bleed is used for engine start and the pack valves are closed, shed the APU electrical loads as follows. Galley and cabin off.
Push factor completed. Set parking brake, please.
Full checklist.
Holding.
Parking brake set.
Alright, pin is out. Engine 1, 2, and clear to start.
Thanks guys, and show us the pin on the right side. Okay, continue checklist.
Continuing, if needed, shed also blue electrical pump off, fuel crossfeed on, fuel pumps except right tank pump number 2 off, blower override, cabin fans off. When N2 reaches 22% of the maximum motoring speed, note, the maximum motoring speed is defined as the speed at which N2 acceleration is less than 1% in approximately 5 seconds. Engine master on, chronometer start, igniters A and B check on, fuel flow increase check, the 15 seconds maximum after fuel flow increase, EGT increase check, and 1 increase check. If the electrical power supply is interrupted during the start sequence, initiated by loss of ECAM displays, abort the start by setting the engine master lever to off, then perform a 30-second dry run. When N2 reaches 50%, start valve check cross line, igniters A and B check off, main engine parameters check normal, and secondary engine parameters also check normal. Note, CFM 56-5 B1 and B2 engines, N2 accelerates slowly from 50% to idle. Start abort is not required as long as N2 increases. Engine manual push button switch off, engine mode selector normal. When no other engine requires to be started manually, shedded systems restore, SOP engine start resume.
Okay, let's start the procedure.
Okay. Manual engine start procedure. Thrust levers idle. Engine mode selector normal, then ignition start.
Norm. Ignition starts.
When all engine parameters are available on the upper ECAM display, which it is right now.
Yes, when the amber crosses disappear, this means actually that the fading has been fully powered up.
Correct. Engine manual start push button switch on.
Engine number 2 manual starts, push button switch on.
Start valve check in line.
Start on that.
This is the start
Yep.
valve. Yep. Oil pressure increase check.
Slowly increasing.
Yep. N2 increase check.
N2 increasing.
Increasing. Yep. When N2 reaches 22% or the maximum motoring speed, engine master on.
Engine number 2 master on.
Chronometer on. Igniters A and B check on.
Yep.
Fuel flow increase
Fuel flow
check.
increase.
15 seconds maximum after fuel flow increase, EGT increase check. N1 increase check.
Correct.
When N2 reaches 50%, start valve check cross line.
Cross line.
Igniters A and B check off. Main engine parameters check normal. So we basically have to apply the 246 rule, which basically states that we have to have 20% N1, about 400 degrees Celsius EGT, and about 60% N2, which is the case right now, so we are all good. Okay, secondary engine parameters, check normal. Engine manual start push button switch off.
Engine number 2 manual start push button off.
Engine mode selector normal.
No.
When no other engine requires to be started manually, shedded systems restore, SOP engine start.
Okay, since we'll be doing the crossbreed engine start, we won't be needing this, so
Correct.
it's completed.
Yep. Alright, so we have successfully manually started our Airbus engine number 2, and for the engine number 1 we will be starting it by using the crossbleed procedure, so that will be in the next video. So see you then.
Thanks for watching.